You know what's wild? The Bible has some stories that would make incredible spy thrillers. And today, we're diving into one of the most unexpected action sequences in all of Scripture. A story about a left-handed assassin, a secret weapon, and one very overconfident king. This is the story of Ehud. It's around 1200 BC, and the Israelites are in trouble. Again, they've fallen away from God, and as a result, they're now under the thumb of a guy named Eglon, the king of Moab. And the Bible makes a point of telling us that Eglon is, well, let's just say he's a very large man. We're talking seriously overweight. For 18 years, the Israelites have been paying tribute to this foreign king, basically protection money. They're oppressed, miserable, and desperate for freedom. That's when God raises up a deliverer. His name is Ehud, and he's from the tribe of Benjamin. Now here's the first interesting detail. The Bible specifically tells us that Ehud is left-handed. In ancient times, this was actually pretty rare and considered unusual, but as we'll see, this little detail becomes absolutely crucial. The Israelites need to deliver their tribute payment to King Eglon, and Ehud volunteers to be the messenger. But he's got a plan. Ehud crafts a special double-edged sword about 18 inches long. Not a big, obvious weapon, but something deadly and concealable. And here's where being left-handed becomes his secret weapon. He straps this blade to his right thigh, under his clothes. Why does this matter? Because security guards in those days would check the left thigh. That's where right-handed people carried their swords. Nobody thought to check the right side. It's an ancient security blind spot, and Ehud knows it. Ehud arrives at the palace with the tribute and gets past the guards without a hitch. After the official payment is made, he starts to leave, but then he turns back and says he has a secret message from God for the king. Now Eglon's ears perk up. A message from God? He dismisses all his attendants and guards. He wants to hear this privately. Big mistake. They're alone in the king's cool upper room. Ehud approaches and says, "I have a message from God for you." And as Eglon stands up from his throne, Ehud reaches across his body with his left hand, draws the hidden sword from his right thigh, and drives it into the king's belly. The Bible doesn't spare the details here. The blade goes in so deep that the handle disappears into the wound. And, well, let's just say the king's last moments are not dignified. Ehud doesn't panic. He calmly locks the doors behind him and walks out through the porch. When the servants return, they assume the king is using the bathroom. They wait and wait. Finally, they get embarrassed and worried enough to unlock the doors, only to find their king dead on the floor. By this time, Ehud is long gone. He escapes to the hill country, rallies the Israelites, and seizes control of the fords of the Jordan River, cutting off the Moabite escape route. 10,000 Moabite soldiers fall that day, and Israel gains 80 years of peace. So, what do we take from this intense story? First, God can use anyone, even the unexpected, the overlooked, the wrong-handed. What might seem like a disadvantage can become your greatest advantage in God's hands. Second, courage and cleverness aren't opposed to faith. Sometimes they're expressions of it. Ehud trusted God and used his brain. And finally, deliverance sometimes comes from the most unlikely sources in the most unexpected ways. The story of Ehud reminds us that the God of the Bible isn't tame, predictable, or boring. He's the God who works through left-handed assassins to free his people. And that's a story worth remembering.